could I have accomplished in MMA if I really went full bore when I first started training. But the pro and con of it is I hit so hard that if I land anything clean, there's a really good chance it's over. And like, I'm thinking, what if I went through all of this shit and I'm trying to fight some name, somebody who's like really good, somebody that like I'm actually kind of afraid of, and I just land one clean and it's over really fast again. Like, that wouldn't mean anything to me. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I'm like, I think I would feel the same way about that as my other fights that were over quick. It's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's like I want a banger, but I don't want a banger because I'm 48. I don't want to like my noodle loose. I don't know. I think it's one of those arguments I can't win with myself, so I just have to let it go. I'm just too old. Cornucopias to Rise token. Yeah. Rise is solid, man. And they've been sending me messages about stuff they want me to check out, and I keep meaning to. Then I get sidetracked. What time is it? Okay. Chef, we going to the resort? Yeah. Check out Sets token and go on to the resort. Have some fun. Fight the brain not seen. No skibbity. Isn't skibbity that toilet head or something? Always tell my daughter 6 is afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9. That's pretty clever. I'll have to remember that. Oh, that's good. Wow, that's funny. I'll have to remember that. Jake Paul cardio. He did try though. That played out exactly how I thought that Jake Paul fight was going to play out. There's always that little doubt, but I'm telling you right now, Jake Paul had it slated. He was going to fight that little dude, Gervonta Davis. And I still think, I mean, really, I think Jake might have beat him. I really do. Like, he was either going to beat him or he may have lost to a decision. But I think Gervonta Davis would have been able to chase him down and would have had the cardio for days. So it would have been different. It would have been different. But I think that when Gervonta started calling out how the whole thing was bullshit, I know Netflix said, listen, dude, if you want the check and you want this to keep going, you're going to have to fight somebody legit in a legit way with legit rules. And you're going to have to find somebody by like right now to do it, or this whole thing is done and we never talk to you again. And so I do think Jake went down a list and called everybody, and he ended up with the man that broke his jaw in 2 places. And I think he did that because he didn't have a freaking choice. It had to be a real fight. I think then he trained to just basically play the avoidance game, and round after round, he would slow down a little bit by little bit. And he did catch him hard once. I think he caught him one clean shot, which would have laid out most dudes, and it just didn't have an effect. So at that point, he knew he was dead. He knew he was done. And I think at that point, he was just like, man, I can keep trying to do this. So I just need to take it. That's what I think. So Trump versus Powell for the UFC White House fight, July 4th. I actually think if Jerome Powell and Trump got into a fight, I think the Big Macs and Diet Coke would get to Trump. I think Jerome Powell might stand a chance. He looks like somebody that at the very least does the exercise bike every day. I'm hazarding a guess on that. But yeah, I don't know. Gay for Crow, 5K ADA or 25K night. Currently 16 cent ADA tonight. Thinking about throwing 2K in or just swapping ADA over. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you what to do with that. I just wanted to make sure I had enough of both. Just, that's it. And I'm trying to do everything I can to make sure I don't have to sell anymore to live. Anthony Joshua was a monster. That shot was clean as F2. Yeah, I mean, listen, Paul got his jaw broken in 2 places for like $80 million. Sign me up. I'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'll do it right now. Do it this afternoon. It could be in a parking lot. I do that shit for a couple mil. I don't care. But yeah. Do you think the Tyson fight was real? No, absolutely not. I watched Tyson. I think Tyson instinctively could have ended Jake Paul multiple times during that fight, but he was not allowed. He had to play nice if he wanted the check. I mean, I saw points where you could see Tyson ready to cock for a hook, and then he would like, oh, never mind, I can't do that. I feel like Tyson was trying to keep the beast in himself at bay and keep it tamed, knowing, and I'm sure people had to like keep telling him over and over, this is just a show. This is just an exhibition. You know, like it is what it is. You're doing this for the check. I mean, I can see Jake Paul hiring a hypnotist to go over to Tyson's room and just like hypnotize him, you know, the way he was when he was a kid and be like, listen, don't kill him. This is just for sport. This is just for a check. This is for entertainment for the fans. And Netflix was like, yeah, we're done with this bullshit. We're not doing this again. You're either going to fight a real fight, and honestly, I know that there's a lot of talk, but something tells me that in order for Jake Paul to, it would not surprise me if Jake Paul started finding other things to do. And quite frankly, I could see Jake Paul making a transition into MMA from here, because MMA would actually be a lot safer for him than boxing. If he wants to get his jaw broke again in heavyweight or even the cruiserweight, there are cruiserweights that'll break his jaw for him again. They'll break it in a couple other places once he's healed up.